Big Balls is badly beaten in Washington, D.C. as President Trump vows to take over the city federally if something isn't done soon. Here's the top 5 reasons Trump is trending today. All right, number 1 reason Trump is trending today, DOGE employee known as Big Balls was savagely beaten by a gang of teens in Washington, D.C. as he was trying to prevent a carjacking from going on. This story has gone viral. Big Balls himself went viral a few months back when Elon talked about Big Balls and got the mainstream media to say Big Balls on TV. He is one of these DOGE employees, and what he did was very, very heroic. First, I'll give you that. Marjorie Taylor Greene weighed in on this, saying, DOGE employee Edward Korenstein, also famously known as Big Balls, got attacked by a criminal mob of teens in Washington, D.C. as he was defending a woman who was being attacked. Not only does Edward Korenstein patriotically work and to gut our government of waste, fraud, and abuse, he is also a hero for sacrificing his own safety to defend a helpless woman. We need more men like Edward Korenstein. Washington, D.C., our nation's capital, is tragically one of the most dangerous cities in America, and that just goes for any liberal-run city. President Donald Trump addressed this. Now, here's we have the pictures up there of Big Balls after he was badly beaten, and the crime in most of these Democrat cities is always out of control. Why is that? Because they usually release these criminals right back out onto the streets. They know that's the game that's being played. You see it in New York, which now if they get Zohran Mamdani, it's just going to be an absolute nightmare. They're going to disarm the American people, defund the police, and let these lunatics run free on the streets. President Donald Trump weighed in saying, crime in Washington, D.C. is totally out of control. Local youths and gang members, some only 14, 15, and 16 years old, are randomly attacking, mugging, maiming, and shooting innocent citizens. At the same time, knowing that they will almost be immediately released. They are not afraid of law enforcement because they know that nothing ever happens to them. But it's going to happen now. The law in D.C. must be changed to prosecute these minors as adults and lock them up for a long time, starting at age 14. The most recent victim was beaten mercilessly by local thugs. Washington, D.C. must be a safe, clean, and beautiful place for all Americans, and importantly, for the world to see. If D.C. doesn't get its act together and quickly, we will have no choice but to take federal control of the city and run this city how it should be run and put the criminals on notice. This is something that needs to be done and needs to be done quickly. Washington, D.C. is the capital of our country, and it is an app. Now, we've seen them clear up some of these homeless encampments where for the last 4 years, they were just everywhere. Like as soon as I take the train down to Washington, D.C., they used to have them right in Union Circle there, right when you got out of Union Station. They were all big encampments right there. They've cleaned them up or moved them to other areas. But, I will walk from Union Station down to the White House. I have a cigar on the way. It's like a 35, 40-minute walk. There's 2 places that I know when I pass through them, I have got to be extra vigilant because you could just see what is happening there. It is a terrible, terrible scene, even in broad daylight. And so it's someplace I can only imagine families with their kids walking through. It should not be that way in our nation's capital. So I pray to God that President Trump will step in and do something about it. We pray for Edward tonight. He heroically tried to save this woman from being carjacked, and these teens beat him to a pulp. Pray for his recovery and his family, and for our nation's capital to heal from the crime that is out of control. Number 2 reason Trump is trending today, the House Oversight Committee is sending out subpoenas in the Epstein case. We had Congressman James Comer post this up today saying the House Oversight Committee is compelling the following individuals to appear for depositions through issued subpoenas. So you got Hillary Clinton on October 9th, Bill Clinton, October 14th, Merrick Garland, October 2nd, James Comey, October 7th, Bill Barr, August 18th, Alberto Gonzalez, August 26th. Looks like the first one we're going to see. Jeff Sessions, August 28th, Robert Mueller, September 2nd, Loretta Lynch, September 9th. So this is the subpoenas that we're going to have before the House committee. We definitely want to see and get these people to have answers, but we need to have some type of accountability. Nobody has ever been held accountable by the GOP. We get this circus, we get a little treat, we get a little teaser, and we never get the meat. We never get to the actual meal here. We never get to the actual substance, which is pressing charges, arresting these people, and putting them in prison. So we want to see something happen from this, not just more political theater, which is what I fear we are going to get. Number 3 reason Trump is trending today, he went viral for his rooftop press conference today. President Trump was seen walking on the roof there of the White House with several members. The press was held back. They were screaming up questions at him, and he started to answer questions and have like a little on-the-spot presser from the rooftop. And, of course, only as Trump does, he had some fun with it, saying, yeah, we got missiles up here, making the missiles gestures and stuff. The memes were out of control with this. They had Trump hitting the Trump dance up there. They had the rooftop Koreans up there in some of the memes. It was kind of fun to watch, but he was up there for potential renovation projects. He is the builder. He talked about the ballroom that's coming. He's redone the Rose Garden. So he's up there taking a look. And, of course, it's coming out of his pocket. He made sure to say that because they never covered that in the media, that this is all this stuff. Just like the flag poles that were beautifully planted there, posted there at the White House on the north and south lawn, came out of his pocket. He donates his salary every month. So President Donald Trump gave this sporadic rooftop press conference. The thing went viral today. Number 4 reason Trump is trending today, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy talked about drone technology today, which was pretty interesting. He said, today we are unleashing American drone dominance. Drones will deliver medicine, and unmanned aircraft will help grow crops. This technology will fundamentally change the way we interact with the world. Thanks to President Donald Trump, America, not China, will lead the way. All right, so this is promising to hear. We're getting ahead of China on this drone technology stuff. It always kind of seems like we're lagging a little far behind. And one thing, we talk about the drones. The day that Trump got shot out in Butler, Pennsylvania, the Secret Service couldn't even get their drones up in the air. They had a problem with their drones. They couldn't fly them. They had complications. Took them an hour to try to get a drone guy there. Meanwhile, the guy Matthew Crooks is flying his drone overhead. He sees, hey, there's nobody on top of this roof. I'm going to go up there. So a lot of questions about that, but we definitely need to catch up when it comes to drone technology. You love to hear this announcement. Hopefully we are on the cutting edge of this and we are faster than these other people when it comes to this stuff, because once this AI is going to come and take over everything, we better be on the front line of all of it. Number 5 reason Trump is trending today, the White House puts together a task force for the 2028 Summer Olympics. President Donald Trump signing this executive order today, establishing the White House task force for the Olympic Games ahead of LA 28. The White House putting up a post today saying the 2028 Summer Olympics White House task force. For 8 straight consecutive summer games, no one has won more medals than Team USA. We want to keep it that way, President Donald Trump said. Now, the problem with this is, the great thing is, Summer Olympic Games coming to the United States. Big problem, they're going to L.A. L.A., another Democrat-dominated city that has been run into ruins. You never seen homelessness like you've seen homelessness out in L.A. L.A. even has the poop map. Or San Francisco has it. California has just gone into the toilet by the leadership of Gavin Newsom, who wants to run the country the way he's running California. It's been a disaster out there. I pray for safety out there. I don't know, people coming from all over the world to see this. You would kind of hope that Gavin Newsom cleans it up quickly the way he did when Xi Jinping came to visit, because he cleaned up the streets very quickly, and then Xi Jinping left, and all the trash went right back out where it was before, because he doesn't give a crap about the people of California. President Donald Trump does, and I expect he will put a great show on for the world when it comes to Olympics 2028. If you enjoy these breakdowns, you can buy me a coffee. Got the link down there in the description below. Don't forget to follow the podcast so you can hear why Trump is trending each and every day.
Trump is trending, he's everywhere. From the news to the cat babies in our air.